Hello, mates. Thomas Shelby. The name alone sends shivers down the spine. Ruthless, cunning, a mastermind who built an empire from the ashes of war. But what if I told you he was more than just a fictional character? Behind the cinematic brilliance of Cillian Murphy's portrayal lies a truth that's stranger than fiction. Today, we unveil the man who inspired Thomas Shelby, a real-life figure whose story has been lost in the depths of history. The real Peaky Blinders were a far cry from the polished suits and whiskey-soaked rooms of Shelby's world. In the 1890s, Birmingham was crawling with gangs. Among them was a man, Billy Kimber, whose rise to power mirrored Thomas Shelby in ways that will shock you. Kimber wasn't a war hero like Shelby, but his ambition was just as deadly. From rigging horse races to controlling bookmaking operations, Kimber dominated the streets, leaving rivals bloodied and broken. While Thomas Shelby's ambitions stretched beyond Birmingham, Kimber sought to control the underworld from within, and that's where their stories intertwine. The creators of Peaky Blinders cleverly fused reality with fiction. Kimber's empire and gang wars provided the framework for Shelby's own path to power. But here's the twist. While Billy Kimber's tale is well documented, the legend of Thomas Shelby also owes credit to another shadowy figure, one rarely spoken of. A man who lived in Birmingham's shadows, orchestrating moves just as cunning as the Shelby we know today. This man, whose identity remains elusive, ruled Birmingham's streets much like Shelby did. Could he be the real mastermind behind the Peaky Blinders myth? Or was he lost to history, overshadowed by the legend of Billy Kimber? The beauty of playing Shelby is tapping into that fine line between fact and fiction. There's a coldness, a sharpness in him that mirrors these real-life gang leaders. But there's also a layer of depth, his war scars, his family's survival, that makes him unforgettable. Though Thomas Shelby may be fictional, his legacy has become a reality. A character inspired by the brutal, unforgiving streets of old Birmingham has now transcended time, becoming an icon of rebellion and power. Behind every legend, there's a truth. And the truth behind Thomas Shelby's real-life counterpart is that the lines between history and myth are blurred, just enough to make you question everything. This is the history you didn't know, the untold stories of the men who inspired Thomas Shelby and the legacy they left behind. If you want to dive deeper into the real history behind the Peaky Blinders, subscribe to Shelby Secrets, where we reveal more hidden truths and unravel the myths behind Birmingham's most notorious legends. What do you think? Was Thomas Shelby a creation of pure fiction? Or was he closer to the real gangsters of his time? Let us know in the comments below, and stay tuned for more secrets of the Shelby dynasty. Cheers.